Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Tuesday, August 25th. So we're like day 20 in the Big Brother house, right? Tomorrow will be 21. So Power Veto meeting was held yesterday, and Cody had won it. Cody did not use it. Absolutely zero shock there. It's going to be Kaser going or Janelle going, and probably Janelle. Definitely, it seems like Janelle wants to stay worse than Kaser does, and Kaser probably wants to let Janelle stay. I don't think, but the cards just don't seem to be there. The house sees Janelle as a much bigger threat, and some of the women are definitely happy to get rid of Janelle. I'm going to guess that, it's a running joke, not really a joke, that Nicole would prefer always to get rid of the other women. It was a joke that she would, target all the other women in the house. She always wanted to be the last woman standing. Danielle seems to be working with her towards that end this time. It's definitely, we're down to 5 women right now. And I think Danielle and Nicole next plan to go after, like, Tavon and maybe Bailey, if they had their way. So, yeah. Those are the only 2 of the women that are not in their big 6-person alliance that they formed back when, and Christmas would be the next one on their list. So, they're lining it up. And I think the guys are perfectly willing to go along with it if they, it'll be interesting if come next week another guy wins and decides to put up like Kevin and Bailey or Kevin and Davon. It's just going to be it's picking them off. And I don't know. It doesn't make for very interesting TV. Sorry. It doesn't make for very interesting live feed watching, I guess is more what I should say. And, yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, we're going to get there. I was getting ready this morning and thinking, it's very weird. It's a very weird Big Brother season. I know it's there, but I don't wake up in the morning going, gee, I wonder what happened last night while I was asleep. I wonder what happened overnight while I was sleeping. I'm just like, yeah, I kind of know what happened. They're working. There's lots of talk going on and lots of game planning going on, but they're planning weeks in advance at this point. Janelle's trying to save herself. Kaser's talking to people, but we know that's not happening, so is it really that important to listen to those conversations very closely? Is it really that important to like, oh, look at this, look at the inner workings of this? It's like, Or is it more important to listen to Nicole or know that Nicole and Danielle are talking about the next woman they're going to target? And know that the guys are like, yeah, we can't get rid of her. We've got to get rid of Janelle. We'll keep Kaser around. David talking to Janelle and pretty much saying, I'd like to trust you, but I don't know if I can. Well, it's right there's the frustration part with David. It's like, okay, there is a level where I don't know. I just don't know. David, I'm just disappointed in David. I think he thinks he's doing really well. But then again, I don't know if David will even know that he didn't do well when he gets out. He may just not pay attention to it. So, once again, I apologize for defending David, thinking that he would go in and tear it up. I'm just sorely disappointed. What else? Oh, you know what else? So that's it on Big Brother. Let's be honest. That's what's going on. It's Tuesday, and we got to get through Wednesday yet. And I don't even get the sense that production, we don't even have the sense from the diary room that, oh yeah, they want Janelle to stay. We're not even hearing talk like that. It's like, I don't even seem. I don't expect production to try to keep Janelle. By the way, I don't want. I'm not advocating for some kind of miracle to happen and to keep Janelle in the house. I'm really not. But it's just making for a very boring week. That's what it means. We know who's going home, and Janelle and Kaser are kind of like, their minds are made up. What am I going to do? How are we going to change this? We're going to change this. Oh, fine. I'll go through some motions. I'll do some talking. But in reality, their minds are made up. So, I'll try. I'll give it a little bit. But so that's what's going on with that. Meanwhile, if I can, I have, in the last month, the month of August, I have gained 3 new patrons on my BBGOSSIP Patreon account. So I have 2 Patreon accounts. I've said this before, but let me explain it right now. We have a Patreon account for the Big Brother Gossip Show. So that anybody who's a patron of that is supporting the Big Brother Gossip Show. And that's for Scott, Colette, and I. A couple of years ago, I set up at the request of a few people a Patreon account just for me for supporting this CarCast that I do, as well as the Periscope or anything I do on my own kind of a thing. It was like, if you guys want to just support the CarCast, my Periscopes or that kind of thing, then I will set up a Patreon, and so I did. And so I've always had a few people that have been members of that, and it dwindles down. And I've picked up 3 people this month, which is awesome. And I don't do anything super special. I need to make a post. I have made a post. Like I did let the people that were my patrons know when I was going to be on sequester back in May. And I need to do something special for all of these people again. I should do something this month, Mike. You should. Yes, I should. If not this month, then next month. So I'll remind myself to do that. But the one thing I do say is that if you're a patron, I will give you a shout out to thank you for being a patron. And I haven't done it since these people have signed up. So I did want to give a shout out to Michael. I'm not going to say last names, but Michael is a patron who signed up back on August 2nd. Thank you, Michael. And then Kim signed up on August 5th. And thank you to you, Kim, for being a patron. Appreciate it. And then yesterday, was it yesterday? I think yesterday, James signed up to be a patron. So I have 3 new patrons. That's awesome. That's in addition to my other patrons that I have, everybody else, and I will give a total patron list shout out because it's not a long list. And I can do that. I mean, I think I'm at 12 or 13 right now, which is great. I think I maxed out at 20 when I first started this up. And again, it's not that, it was kind of just a nice little thing, to offset some of my costs that I have for the web pages and stuff. And so I appreciate it, and I wanted to give shout outs. And I'm supposed to be buying bottles of wine for my wife. And let's look, it's money that comes in. We spend money. I paid for dinner last night with my wife, who was commiserating with fellow teachers about the state of teaching of high school education in our fair state of Indiana. And they were sitting and commiserating. So I'm the one who paid the person for my wife's meal and drinks, or drink. She just have one drink. Probably just have one drink. And I can certainly say, hey there, this is the patrons that are helping you deal with life as a teacher. Well, actually, she's not a teacher anymore, because she's technically not a teacher. She's now a high school counselor, but she is teaching because they need her to. So she's actually still doing some of her old job. It's a wild, crazy world we live in. Anyways, thank you to my patrons. What else can I talk about, though? I don't have any sequester stuff either, to be honest, which that's, that's the other thing I've been talking about is Big Brother and sequester. Big Brother, look, today's going to be like nothing. I mean, they don't even have a power veto meeting today, so I don't anticipate anything happening today. I'll love it if it does, but I really don't anticipate any kind of like big, oh my gosh. And on the sequester front, it's quiet. There's still sequesters going on every single night. Last night was a slumber party sequester. I don't know if I mentioned that Sunday there was an amazing race themed sequester, which meant there was couples from different countries. And as it turned out, 3 of the 4 finalists, I may have said this yesterday, and if I did, I'm sorry. 3 of the 4 finalists are people that I played with on my first 2 games of sequester. Khalid actually won on Sunday, and he was in my first sequester mini on May 8th. And then Kaylee and Allie were also in the top 4, and I played with them on May 30th. So, and I played with Allie another time since then in the Hunger Games mini, where she took 2nd and I took 3rd. So, yeah. Cool things. Anything else? Nope. I think that's about it. It is Tuesday. I am working again. Yes, we're just going to go off on a total tangent now because I've got nothing left to talk about. Oh my gosh. I just got a text message. I'm like, really? Okay. Oh, this is where I have my squirrel moments. Yeah, I got nothing. I can talk about work, but I'm not going to talk about work. I'm going to say that's it. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you guys that listen. Those of you that happen to just totally pick this up at random, out of the blue. If you like this content, even though it's kind of rambly, you can always disconnect, by the way. It is also on Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn. I don't know where you found it from. Spotify, yada yada. Those of you that haven't heard the Big Brother Gossip Show, we did a 2-hour show on Saturday. You can also find that at iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, etc. Or you can go to BigBrotherPodcast.com, and it's listed there in several different places. And I try to update that usually either Saturday night or Sunday, depending on... Most of it auto-updates. The only thing that doesn't automatically update is the image with the album art, as I call it. Whatever album art I create each week. I come up with a title, and then I find a picture and kind of put it all together. That I have to manually do. Ooh, do I get to park right here? I get to park right here. Not bad. All right. And we're pulling into a parking spot. So, have a good Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.